when we think of the mission statement, the first 7 words, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated develops leaders, it becomes very apparent when one reads your resume that you've taken that concept to heart through your Alpha career. I want to talk a little bit about a couple of key roles that you've played in the fraternity in leadership positions. Particularly, let's talk about your position as a regional and now master trainer in the IMDP system. Why has that been so important for you? And certainly any brother knows to just conduct IMDP is a tremendous undertaking. Yes. and requires a lot of time and effort. But to be a master trainer, that's real commitment. So why has that been something that you have embraced and continued to do?
Well, I want to go as far back as 1987 when I first came into this great brotherhood. It was done at the college level. At that time, there wasn't a lot of technology or anything like that. The applications were paper, they were mailed in and all of that other stuff. And so, we had an incident that happened in the early 90s that unfortunately caused us to have to, change the way we do things. And so, I was able to get involved during the MIP process, which is the membership intake process, and serve as a chief pharaoh. Before that, I served as an assistant because it was important to me to bring in new brothers. It was important to me to make sure that the trials and tribulations that I went through as a young man, as a young adult, and as an alpha man, that I am the first brother that they encounter, so that I can be able to help them understand that I made mistakes and I'm not perfect, and I don't want you to make those same mistakes. But Brother John Williams, once IMDP was voted on, and in 2013 at our general convention in Dallas, once that decision was made and it was solidified, he took a special interest in me, and he came to Peoria, and while I was Illinois executive director, and trained a group of brothers in Illinois to be regional trainers. And so I went from chief pharaoh to chief dean, because the names changed, and then took another step and became a regional trainer, which gave me the ability to go out and train other brothers and train chapters and be a part of that development part, and it's been a great experience. And from there, I wanted to be a master trainer, and I even have the desire to one day be a regional coach. And when I say that, I never do anything without consultation. I make sure that it's a blessing to have someone who's one of the architects of IMDP, see something in you. I remember him, pulling me to the side and saying, you should be a master trainer. And I had to stand in front of him, or stand in front of the brothers, and actually do a training in front of him to get his approval. And to receive that approval was great. But that really, I would have been satisfied with just remaining, relevant in the development and and bringing in new brothers into this fraternity, because to see their faces when they first come in, I've experienced, them embrace one another and tears, actual tears, and I just sit there and I smile. When I'm done, when I'm sitting there, and we have stations during the initiation. And the last station, we have a senior brother, Brother Walter Graves, who was the charter member and founder of Ada Taught Chapter. He brings them from the ritual room and he brings them to a holding room where I am. And it's funny because he makes this grand announcement. I would like to introduce to you Brother Franklin Stacy Jr. And we'll clap, and I'll be the first one in the room, so I'll clap, and I'm the first one to embrace them. And as brothers, I'm the first one, and then I make sure that, and I sit back, and I just watch them as they come into the room, and as they come into the room, how happy they are, and to know that one day one of these brothers can be an Illinois district director, a regional vice president, a general president. I mean, it's just amazing.
You mentioned a moment ago that you would have been satisfied just training and bringing in new brothers and so forth. However, you were called upon to take on another role as Illinois district director. I'd like to explore a little bit about your experience there and sort of what are some of the lessons learned as district director that you see that you'll take forward if elected regional vice president?
Well, being the Illinois district director has been it's been beautiful. We just finished our conference this weekend, and I mean the love and support that the brothers have given me. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better group of brothers. But I still have the desire to serve and advocate. And I believe that those are going to be the two main points that brothers are going to get from me. Those are the two main things that brothers are going to get from me as a regional vice president. I'm going to serve the brothers of the Midwestern region the same way I serve the brothers in the District of Illinois, and I'm going to advocate for them in that boardroom. I'm not going to be a fly on the wall. I'm going to open my mouth and I'm going to speak. And so, to do it at a much grander level, it's just, I'm so excited. Because I'm ready. I feel as though the brothers in the great district of Illinois, where we're making noise because we're Illinois, they've mentored me. They have prepared me. They have given me the criticism. They're not yes men. We don't have a bunch of yes men in Illinois. If I'm doing something wrong, they let me know. And I hope that, within the Midwestern region, the brothers are the same way. If Brother Stacy is not doing something correct, please let me know. I have thick skin, but I feel as though I'm ready to lead on day one. And I want to take my experience that I have from serving the largest district in the District of Illinois and take that to the Midwestern regional level.